Hello everyone, and welcome back to Home and Creativity with Monique. Today I am sharing with you a beef empanada recipe. Okay, so the ingredients to make the empanada dough: you would need 1 1/4 cups of cold water, 3 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and inside this flour I have 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. You will also need 1 1/2 sticks of cold unsalted butter as well. Okay, so I'm mixing in my sugar and salt, which is already inside of my flour, and I'm adding in my chopped pieces of butter. And what you want to do is take your fingers and mush this butter in with the flour so that it blends in with the flour. Once you mush all the butter in with the flour, the consistency should be of flour crumbs. So once the butter is well incorporated in the flour, then your flour should consist of looking like crumbs, and if you squeeze it, it'll kind of hold its form. So that's how you will know that the butter is well incorporated with the flour. So now you will add in your cup and 1/4 cup of cold water, and you're gonna mix this around. If you would like to, you can wear some gloves, because this could get a little messy. It can be a little sticky on your fingers, and you're just gonna mix all of that in until it is well combined. Okay, until you form a ball of dough like you see here. So for now, I'm going to sit this dough in my refrigerator, because I will be cooking up my ground beef filling. So I'm going to place this in the refrigerator, and we're going to get started on the ground beef filling. So here, the original recipe, you would need 2 pounds of ground beef, but here I've doubled my recipe because I am making a little more than the original recipe. So here you see that I will be adding in salsa and diced tomatoes. You'll also need bell pepper and onion chop, and also seasonings of your choice. The salsa and the diced tomatoes are optional. You do not have to use salsa and diced tomatoes for this recipe, but feel free to use some if you like. Okay, so I like to add in my peppers and onions after my ground beef has cooked for a little while, and I will cook those bell peppers and onions until they're translucent. And also, before I drain the grease or the fat from my ground beef, I'm going to add in my half a jar of salsa that I have, and also I will put in my can of diced tomatoes. If you're using diced tomatoes, drain as much liquid off out of the can as much as you can, and you put it in and you cook it for about 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes of cooking, then you're gonna drain the fat from the ground beef, and it should look like this. And you don't want your ground beef to be runny or have any liquids, because this can affect when you get ready to fill your empanada dough. This can take effect to make the empanada dough very soggy. So as you see here, I've taken my dough out the refrigerator and I am kneading it. After kneading it, I tore the dough into sections or balls of dough, and this would make it easier for me to take the balls of dough, and I'm going to stretch it out and roll it out. And I'm doing this as a free form. I'm going to try my best to make a circular shape as close as I can. If this isn't anything that you may be able to do, like make a free form circle, then you can roll this dough out as wide as you can, and you can use a circular dish such as a bowl, and you place the bowl on top of the dough, and with a knife you cut around the bowl to make a round shape for your empanada dough. But as you see here, I'm just kind of freestyling it, and I'm just gonna make the best out of what I can do here. Don't stress about if you can't make the perfect shape. Do the best you can, and for all this, it's either you or your family eating the food, and I'm pretty sure that they will appreciate it however it comes out. But if you want the actual round circle, I suggest to use a bowl or a circular dish to achieve that round shape that you like. So now it's time to put in the filling, and I also forgot to mention to also you can put cheese inside of this as well. So I put filling in the meat filling and cheese inside of this one, and you're going to just take the top of the dough and kind of press it in, fold it inward. I also tried doing the pie method, doing like the little finger pattern things that you do on pies, and another thought came to me that you could just use a fork, and it's easier to just use a fork to enclose the empanadas. So after you make up your empanadas, it's important to place them into your freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and this will help the dough firm up for frying. And also, the colder the dough, the flakier effect that you will have on your empanadas. So I would say maybe 5 to 10 minutes before your empanadas time is up in the freezer, go ahead and heat up your oil in a large pot or a large enough frying skillet. And once your oil is heated, another way for you to know if it's hot enough, you can flick in a little bit of flour in it, and if it fries, then your oil is ready. I have my oil on high heat, and I turn it on medium high heat once I put the empanadas in. And basically you're just frying these until they are golden brown. And it doesn't take very long at all. Maybe 3 minutes or less. No more than 3 to 5 minutes, but not even 5 minutes. It's less than 5 minutes. And that's the result of how mine look. I know it doesn't look perfect, but trust me, it was delicious. Okay, so I'm just frying the rest of my empanadas. And these could be eaten with salsa, or salsa and sour cream or guacamole. And there you have it. That's my finished product. It doesn't look perfect, but it was very delicious and it was very good. And also, you can prep these a day ahead of time. You can stuff these with your meat and freeze them. You can wrap these in parchment paper or saran wrap, and they will hold for you until you get ready to fry them. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you try this recipe. Thank you for watching once again. Until next time, God bless.